Three colors here for you to choose from. There's the petal pink, there's the Caribbean blue, and there's the white. We've sold over 55,000 of these units, which I think is incredible. We're offering it to you on a 6-pay easy pay plan. It's frankly less money than a lot of really expensive night creams that are on the market. And again, you're still going to use your skincare, but you're also going to incorporate NuFACE in to what we call give you that lift. And with that said, I want to introduce you to Kate Preyes. Kate has been with NuFACE how long now, Kate?
Oh, going on 8 years.
Is that right?
Yes,
nice to see you. Happy New Year. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And stay tuned because later in the show, we're going to show the results that I can achieve with NuFACE
I'm excited.
live on the air. I've never done it live on the air before, so we'll all see the results for the first time together, which I'm excited about, right?
Yeah.
But tell everybody, for somebody who hasn't seen this device or maybe flipping through magazines, they've seen it, but they're not quite sure what it's going to do. What makes the NuFACE so special?
Well, this is an FDA-cleared technology, patented technology that uses microcurrent. So microcurrent is different than anything in your skincare regimen because it works below the surface of the skin to contour, to lift, to tone. And when I'm talking about tone, you'll hear me talking a lot about this throughout the presentation. I'm not talking about evenness in the skin. I'm actually talking about strength and firmness. So if you're looking in the mirror and you're starting to see loss of definition in the jawline, maybe the cheeks are starting to sag, maybe you're having to pick up your eyebrow to put on eyeshadow, or how many of you get 8 hours of sleep at night and you go out the next day and somebody says, gosh, you look tired.
Yes,
There is nothing worse than somebody saying, you look so tired.
Yeah.
So that's what NuFACE does. It works from within to lift, contour, give strength and firmness, patented FDA-cleared technology.
And so what's happening then, Kate, as I'm using this on my skin, and I know we're going to go over to our models too, like, am I feeling anything?
Nothing,
Is this something that's going to be troublesome? People look at this and they're like, oh my gosh, what's it going to do to me? What is it going to do to me?
So it actually works below the surface of the skin, and I think we're going to take a look at the animation because this is a patented technology. We are the pioneers of microcurrent. So what you're going to see is these soft waves, the microcurrent, working below the surface of the skin to give strength and firmness. So think about your skincare. It works from the top down. NuFACE is actually working from the bottom up. So you know you have to take your body to the gym.
Yes.
Or you have to do, for example, if you were to put skincare on your belly, you put serums and moisturizers, it would give you nice, soft, supple skin, but the only thing that's actually going to give you muscle tone is crunches. And so the same thing applies to your face. This is like a workout for your face. So really think of this as a personal trainer. It works to lift, it works to tone, to strengthen. And the best part about it is you see immediate results. So one treatment, 5 minutes for an entire face.
Wow.
And you get these types of results. Carol, I mean, do I need to point this out? Her eyebrow is like, she has lift off on her eyebrow, but I want to point this out because you can see how high the arch is to this brow bone. Look where this brow is.
Yeah.
Look how small the corner of this eye is. Look how wide this part of her eye is.
Look how you can see her eyelid in the after, and she has a hooded eyelid in the before.
That is exactly what I was going to point out.
Yeah.
Yes, because you can see before, there's no real estate for eyeshadow. You can see her lashes after, and that's one treatment. And so what happens is, all of our clinical studies are based on 60 days. So 5 minutes a day, 5 times a week for 60 days. Once you get to that 60-day period, if you're happy with your results, you go on a maintenance program of 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
If Carol did just this one treatment today and never picked up the device again, this one treatment will last about 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
So it shuts off automatically after 5 minutes. So if you're someone at home who says, you know what, I have an eye like Carol, I have the hooded brow, I can't see my lash line. After you do your 5 minutes, if you want to turn it back on and spend more time lifting the eye, you can absolutely do that.
Got it.
So it's really, you know, you control your results at home. This is the exact same treatment that's used in over 1,600 resort spas and day spas, medical spas throughout the U.S.
Wasn't it developed by an esthetician?
Yes.
Yes.
Carol Cole, our founder,
Yep.
has been working with microcurrent since the 80s. And so that's why we really are the pioneers of microcurrent. And she would do these same treatments in her spa. She would actually go to Hollywood, go to people's homes, go to Paramount Studios, and do these treatments. They're typically done in a series of 6 to 12. But then, you know, these celebrities would do a movie or go to their homes in wherever out of the country, and they'd come back to her and she'd have to start over again.
Okay.
So it was her dream to really create a handheld that they could actually use in between their series with her.
Yeah.
But now it's in the hands of everyday women.
Love it. And it's so easy to use. It's 5 minutes for your entire face. We showed you results here. You don't feel anything. There's no prickle, there's no burn,
Nothing, no
there's
redness,
no heat.
nothing.
It's actually relaxing. There's no downtime. Here are some more before and afters that kind of give you an idea of, gosh, do I need this? Well, do you see yourself in these befores?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I mean, if you are someone who has this before picture, the left side of the screen, the eyelid is collapsing on itself. Look after what we've done. We've given more of an arch to her brow. The eye was wide open and refreshed. But not only are we working on the lifting, look at the firmness of her forehead.
Yes.
The lines before are etched in, and after she has a firm forehead, smooth, no lines. So that is after 60 days. Now this is my absolute favorite because I also am an esthetician. And in the treatment room, the biggest complaint that I get or concern from my clients is, what can I do for my jawline? No skincare is going to do for you what microcurrent can do for you.
Wow.
She before and the above picture, top picture, has no jawline. After, she has a sculpted, chiseled, defined jawline. That is the power of microcurrent technology.
Wow. And I love, you know, listen, the price on this is $179. The easy pay is the most we offer. But I also should let you know, we've done an extended return policy here.
Yes.
You know, you were mentioning that the clinical studies were on 60 days. We actually offer a 90-day return
90.
policy. So that allows you to get this at home and use it for the next few months. Take a before picture on day one, right? And then, you know, do these subsequent after pictures. Continue to use it. Continue to see the results. If you don't love it at the end of those 90 days, you can send it back. We don't want you to keep it if you're not happy with it. But this really, I think, for a lot of women is their first foray into some of these skincare tools or devices. Because, you know, unlike other products, listen, lasers are great. They all do different things, but there can sometimes be sensations. There can sometimes be downtime. And what I've always loved about the NuFACE is there's none of that here.
No, nothing. I mean, you can see on the models, so Scotty's also been lifting. There's no redness, no irritation. Okay. We were joking earlier. She looks like the Joker. Look at her. Look at her lip. But look what we've done. Do you see this over here is starting to fall? Look at how her lip is pulling up. Look where the placement of her cheekbone is, the eyebrow. So what happens is, look at her jawline. This is where everything as we age just starts to kind of fall on itself. It starts to sag. It starts to get heavy because you lose the strength and firmness. You're working below the surface of the skin, right? And so that's what we're doing. This side looks heavy, this side looks lifted and upswept.
Yes.
And the more you use it, what's going to happen is it's going to continue to get tighter and tighter. If we did the other side, we would just even her out and everything eventually becomes more chiseled over time.
And here's what I have to say. How many of us, myself included, get in the mirror and do this?
Yes. 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 At the stoplight,
Like,
in the car, or
maybe
like,
a little,
here's a little tuck here.
So we all do that, right? I do that, but I'm not the type of person that would ever consider doing any type of drastic surgeries or any. That's just not who I am, right?
I'm not either.
So the ability to make some improvement to those things that I'm trying to lift manually, right? That don't stay there. And being able to take this technology and be able to do it conveniently and privately in my own home. You're not asking me to make a huge time commitment because I don't have a lot of time to do that, right? You know, we're all busy in our own way. So 5 minutes, 5 days a week. The one thing I will say is this: please don't buy this device if you're not going to be compliant.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it the way that it was clinically tested and you don't do it the way we're recommending, you're not going to see the results and you're not going to be happy with the way your skin is looking. So as your New Year's resolution for your new year, new you, if you want to head into your 50s, 60s, 70s,
Yes.
30s, looking your absolute best, make the commitment 5 minutes a day. Maybe it's, in the morning so that as you go out throughout the day, you look amazing all day long, right?
Well, it's a great point because, okay, can we just go back to Scotty real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Because I just want to show you, do you see what we're doing? Like, she has this beautiful heart shape. Look at this side. I mean, the more you lift, the more it continues to lift. It's just, it's unbelievable. But okay, so going back to morning, night, any time of day, any place.
Yeah.
My mother sits on the couch at night. She lifts. She does 20 minutes while she watches her programs.
Okay.
It goes by so quickly. I get up in the morning. I NuFACE because I feel like it's just part of my, wake me up, my daily regimen. It's like brushing my teeth. So it's all what you want to put into it. And, like you said, definitely if you get this home, use it, be committed to it. However, if you only have time for two to 3 times a week, your results may not be as quick as somebody who's using it consistently. But I always say it's like going to the gym. It's never too early to start, never too late to start.
Yeah.
If you do, you might be really good. Like everybody starts out the new year. Everybody's in the gym 5 times a week, and then we go down to 3, and then we go down to 2. Use it, you own it. So use it as little or as often as you want because you control the results at home.
Well, again, a couple more before and afters to show you here. And here's, when we talk about using this consistently for 60 days, here are some great results in that time frame.
So this picture I love because she really looks like, on the right-hand side after 60 days, a better version of herself. You know that she's done something. You're not quite sure what it is. I mean, she almost looks like she's thinner in the after picture. It has nothing to do with weight. It is all about the strength, the firmness, the lifting, the contouring. All we've done is given more strength to her face. And so again, we're looking at this jawline, my absolute favorite, because my clients all say the same thing. What can I do for my jawline? You see where she's developing that pocket before? My clients get the same thing. I tell them, get the NuFACE. You will have this beautiful sculpted, chiseled jawline after.
Wow.
So, the one thing I want to make sure that everybody understands is I'm not asking you to change anything about your regimen at home. I'm not asking you to change your skincare. Use your skincare. Love how it makes your skin feel. You absolutely need to use it. That is your nutrition. Just like nutrition and exercise go hand in hand, you're doing the same thing with your skincare, but that works from the top down. Microcurrent is such a powerful technology because it works from the bottom up and it addresses all of those things that your skincare alone cannot do for you.
And so included with your device, you're also getting this gel, right?
Yes.
So explain why that's important and how the two really work together.
So you're always going to use the gel primer. It's step 2. Step 1 is start with a clean face. Step 2 is apply your gel primer, and you can see we're gonna put some of you have gel primer on, but she's gonna put the gel primer on to show you, Christine.
Thick or thin?
So just like a mask-like layer.
Okay.
And then you lift. And so you're always working in an upward motion. Now the reason I could show you, but the reason I like the models to show you is because I want you to see how easy it is to do.
Yes.
So you start, I'm actually gonna show you now, I'll give you the actual technique.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna take this out of your hand, but you start here at the lower corner of the jawline, you wait for the first beat, and then you glide along the jawline in an upward motion until you hear the second beep. The beep is there to guide you so that you're going slow.
Okay.
We don't want you doing one of these things with it because you're not isolating.
Right.
So
go slow, be patient.
yes, be patient. And you repeat each step 3 times. So the lower jawline, then we work up to the middle part of the cheek. And do you see where I'm actually tucking the one probe?
Yes.
So this is what sculpts that cheekbone. This is your contouring of the cheekbone. We have tons of celebrity makeup artists and celebrities, which I can't name, that will not go on set without them using NuFACE before they
Wow.
do their makeup. And then you come up to the upper part of the cheek, same